Good morning. This is February Boy. I've got a new video here. It's about relationships and mainly about divorce and what should be and what shouldn't be during the divorce. Okay, I probably got the best. That's me. But anyway, the point is, I need to. You need to go to my channel, February Boy. Use your YouTube. Don't follow the link. Just go to your YouTube. Look up February Boy. Like, comment, share, and please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. I want to keep doing this. This is like therapy for me. So it's like I said before. I think I said that I would rather do this than to go to a therapist. So let's help me out a little bit, okay? I appreciate it very much. Okay, to get down to this, what I'm getting to. Divorce is a bad thing. It happens and everything. But we got to understand, when we get a divorce, we're divorcing the spouse. We're not divorcing our children. The children should not be brought into any fight that's between the two spouses. Don't use them as a pawn. Don't. When it's daddy's time to have the child, it's daddy's time to have the child. When it's mother's time to have the child, the mother gets the child. Don't use them as your pawn because you're mad at one another about something. Don't take that and use it against the other person. You're not hurting each other. You're actually hurting the child. The child's the one that ends up having to pay for that in the long run. So let's don't do that. It's not a good thing. I see it so often. It's just really bad, and it should never happen. Sometimes people, that were in love fell out of love, or for any other reason. It doesn't make no difference what happened in as far as the divorce came. The problem is when you guys had these children, you were in love at the time, hopefully, and these kids were brought around by God in love, and so you do not need to treat them. Use them as a pawn because you're mad at your other significant other. It's totally wrong, and it should never happen. And you got to trust each other, because you got to understand, most of the time, if the person loves their child, they're not gonna do anything wrong with the child. There's probably incidents out there that's not true, but I'm just saying, most of the time you got to be able to trust your other to take care of your child just as good as you would take care of your child, or vice versa. Come on, it's just it does not make sense to bring kids in the middle of a divorce and use them as pawns. This should never happen. There's a thing that was the hardest thing on me in my whole life. I got a divorce. I had the kids. I never stopped them from seeing their mother. I never, or anything like that. But the hardest part is because I was going through some bad things going on in my head at the time, and I decided to take my youngest child to his mother's, and so he could live with her. But I was doing that because I trusted my ex-spouse at the time, because I knew she loved those kids just as much, and she would not hurt them, and it was the safest thing for him. I had to get through things, and that was the hardest thing I've ever done. There was many a times that I just wanted to run over and take him back, but I knew that if I did, then he would have never finished high school. He would have never done the things and found the friends. He's got friends from back in that era to this day. So, I feel bad about it, and I know sometimes he probably gets mad about the fact that I did that, but it was for his own good at the time, because I was not in a good place, a place where I needed to be. And, sometimes that happens with everybody. So, and I hope it doesn't happen to any of my kids. I don't want to see them like that. It's not a good thing. Even if they get into that spot, remember that the person you had that child with is not going to hurt that child. So you can trust them to help you out by, if it's just to watch that child, or to keep that child for a few months, or whatever they have to do. It helps, and that's the way it should be. You should be able to trust that person never to hurt your child, because you had that child, and God gave that child to you in the moment of love, and that's just the way it was. I have no problem. I love all my kids, so this is not an issue with me, and I had trust in the spouse at the time. So so it was not a problem. It was more of a problem of me looking like I didn't want my child, and I did. Very much wanted my child. To this day, I try to make up for it every day. So, but anyway, besides that point, then we got to understand. Okay, kids are going to get married, and we got to learn. They're going to marry whoever they want. It's their choice. They fell in love, just like I did with the person that I married at one time. And guess what? My mother didn't like that person, but that didn't change the way I felt about her. And I really didn't care what my mother had to say, because believe me, I let her know about it several times. So it was not a big deal. So if your kids marry somebody and you just don't like them, just keep it to yourself and go on, and let life go on. Let your kids enjoy their family. Once they leave our house, then it becomes their family. That's the way it is, and it's even in the Bible. It says that. Once you leave your mother and your father, then you go with somebody else. That's your family then. So we have no rights to complain about the person or whatever. It's just and it's not like I understand. I think I have had a couple arguments with some of my daughter-in-laws and stuff a couple of times, but it was nothing that I was going to throw them out the door with. I just they're still my kids' spouses, and that's just the way it is. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody right now, and you could take this for whatever you're worth, and you could throw a fit and stomp up and down, jump up and down, because I am making these points. I don't care, because these points need to be made, and this is mainly because of the kids. You got to understand, you had these kids. Don't turn your back on them. Never, ever turn your back on them, no matter what they've said to you, what they've done, because believe me, I've had them say things to me, but I don't turn my back on them. I would never do that. So basically, we need to go on, because we had these kids, and we're supposed to love our kids, and that's the way we should be. They don't have to love me. They don't have to love my spouse, because you know what? That's their choice down the line. And they probably do love you us in the way that, that they want to. I was always pissed off at my mother. Was not very happy with my dad most of the time. Did I say I didn't love him? Yeah, I loved him very much. Disagreed with him all the time, because that's who I am. I disagree with a lot of people. But it's not It's not, your way is not the highway. It should never be that way. Your way is, that's your opinion. It's like political opinion. I have an opinion that probably millions of people don't agree with, but I don't really care. That's my opinion. And they can take it or leave it. I don't care. It's not a big deal. We're all free, we all have free will. Free will means we can do what we feel that we need to do at the time and what's right. It's like we have the freedom to free will to praise God in our own way without somebody saying, well, that's not the right way to do it. How do you know it's not the right way? Because you read a Bible and the Bible tells you everything. It's a Christian Bible and it tells you that this is the way it's got to be. That doesn't mean nothing. It does not mean anything at all. I've read the Bible 3 times in my lifetime. And I know people are going to get really angry with me. I don't care. You guys need to wake up. Really wake up. I mean, kids are getting hurt because of parents that can't get freaking along. I mean, I am tired of it. And I'm fed up with it. It's just, this needs to stop everywhere. I mean, people arguing over their child, using their children as a pawn. That's the worst thing I could ever say. And that's usually in people that are younger, and I don't understand that. It just should never happen. And it happened with me because of my mom and my dad, because they didn't have a good divorce. They didn't, it was not amicable. It was not the way it's supposed to be. You spewing hate about the other one. You don't do that. You don't spew hate about your ex because in front of your children. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So wake up. Wake up before it's too late. Wake up before you lose everything and anything that you've ever had with your children. We need to stop this stuff now. This needs to quit. And I could go on and on and on about this stuff. And like I said, people are going to get pissed off. I don't really care. People are going to say things about it. And, I don't really care anymore. I really don't. I'm 68 years old. Don't know if I'm going to live past another couple of years. I mean, what do I got to lose? It would be like a guy telling a guy that he's got cancer. He's got 6 months to live, and he goes out and robs a damn bank. What does he care? He's going to jail. Who cares? He's going to die in 6 months. I mean, this is where you get into that kind of position right there. And this is the way it is. And I know what people are saying. Well, you're probably going to live longer than that. You don't know that. Only God knows that. I mean, I could keel over after having this damn video with you guys. So wake your asses up. Quit fighting with the kids. Quit fighting over the kids. Quit using your kids as pawns. This needs to stop. It needs to stop now. I see people all the time. This is happening every day, and it's not just family, it's other people. I mean, I hear it all the time. Oh, my baby's mama is this, my baby mama is that, or my daddy's mama, daddy, whatever they want to call it. I don't care. You don't do that. It's not supposed to happen. Kids are not supposed to be in the middle of every argument. Don't bring your kids up in everything that went wrong with your life. I mean, that's not going to happen. It shouldn't happen. I don't blame my kids for nothing. Not a damn thing. Because I am me. And I done a lot of crap. So I can say what the hell I want. And I don't really care. But anyways, this is February Boy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't care. Just... right now I'm just pissed off. So basically, I will see you again soon. Thank you and God bless you.